I don't think I've worn these tops ever since I received them. It's just giving box, like it's giving square. That says YKK. What is YKK? Why doesn't that say Oner? Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another Oner Active video. I'm so happy that you're here. I've gotten so many DMs from you guys being like, are you doing a video? Are you gonna do a video? Duh, you got, duh. So I came to deliver. This video might be going up a little bit later than anticipated because it took my package a whopping week to get to me, aka a week after some of the UK athletes had already received their package. So we're playing magician here, you guys. I'm just gonna try to get this up as quickly as I can, meaning that this video is gonna be very much straightforward, to the point, no fluff, no BS, no nothing of the sort. This collection, Raw Lounge, launches on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Central Time. I'll put the time conversion somewhere up here. My support link is in my bio. As you already know, supports me and my relationship with the Oner Active team, aka why I have opportunities such as this to receive an athlete's allocation to review for you guys, because they see, I know you're watching, Chrissy and team, they see how valuable this is to you guys, and I'm just really grateful that you guys find all of this helpful in order for the team to grant me opportunities such as this, amongst some others that I can't speak on yet, but that's a story for a different day. Let's just get into the try on haul. Raw Cut Lounge, let's talk about it. I feel like this collection is extremely different from what we've seen previously with Oner Active. They are known for more clean cut lines, sophistication, minimalism, and the, I guess, high quality touch that comes with that, whereas this is very much the opposite of that. It features a lot of raw hems, really old school vintage looking drawstrings, marble finishes to their fabrics, as well as this 90s vibe. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. I know it's not for every single person, as it shouldn't be. Not every collection is going to be for every single person, but the pieces for Raw Lounge, I will say, they're a bit me, I'm not gonna lie. I really like them. Let's just go ahead and dive into the colors that are launching for this collection, as well as color comparisons and fabric color comparisons too. Starting off with colors that we've already seen before, we have Miss Light Gray Marl. The finish is gonna be just the slightest bit, taddest bit different from what we've seen in, let's say, the foundations pieces, which is what I'm comparing a lot of the Raw Lounge to. It's just the most recent thing that we've had, but I feel like this has a little bit more of like a beigey undertone to it versus the light gray marl that we saw in foundations. We also have Coal Gray making a comeback, one of my favorite colors that they have, just because it's the perfect dark gray colorway. And last but not least, we have Minky Brown, which is a pinky neutral undertone. We've seen this color so many times now, but I will put color comparisons up here for you guys to see. Next up, we have the three newest colorways. Another neutral is gonna be Off-White. I will say this is a little bit similar to vanilla, but it definitely is a lot brighter, I guess you should say, whereas vanilla is a little bit creamier than this. Next up, we have Charged Orange, which is kind of like a mind F whenever you look at it, because it looks orange, but it kind of looks like a blood orange, scarlet type of colorway to me. Whenever you put it next to the other reds, it definitely appears to be more red than it does orange, in my opinion at least. Next up, we also have Aqua Blue, which I'm so mad that I didn't get more colors of Aqua Blue, because I figured that it was just gonna be so cool toned that not only was it gonna wash me out, I already had so many blues that I figured, what's another blue gonna be? This is so different from any other blue that we have from Oner Active. It's a beautiful like cerulean blue. In terms of products that are coming out, let's start off with existing styles in new colors, starting off with bras. So we have the Unified Twist bra coming back, the Everyday Crossover bra, which is, as you guys know, my favorite Oner Active bra to ever exist. I'm literally wearing it right now. We also have the Everyday Bandeau, as well as the Everyday Sports bra. For bottoms, I'll start off with Unified. So we have the Unified leggings, the wrap leggings that just came out, the shorts, as well as the wrap shorts. So two different styles in the Unified fabric for you to choose from. Last but not least, we have Effortless bottoms. So they're just coming out with the Effortless leggings, as well as the Effortless shorts. For the go-to pieces, we have the Icon Baby t-shirt, as well as the go-to loose t-shirt. For accessories, we do have the tote bag coming out. So I don't know if it's restocking in black, but it is coming out in espresso and minky finally. We also have the mini gym bag in minky. If it's too small for you, then we do have the large go-to gym bag that's also coming out in minky. To go inside those bags, we have a mini wash bag, as well as a regular sized wash bag coming out in minky, as well as espresso. And last but not least, we have the classic baseball cap in Off-White with the logoing in Charged Orange. For new pieces that are coming out, I'm gonna start off with just explaining raw lounge a little bit. Again, this features a lot of raw hems, bigger tonal blocky logos, as well as a thinner fabric. This is unlike any lounge that we've seen before, in my opinion. If I were to talk about the inside lining of it, then it feels the most similar to All Day Lightweight Lounge, but All Day Lightweight Lounge was a lot more rough, denser feeling, a little bit heavy, like it definitely had some weight to it, whereas this, the inside of it is still like a towel type texture, but there is a little bit of brushness to it, so it's softer, way more lightweight, and whenever I first felt this fabric, I was like, oh, this is what I'm gonna go to the pool with, because it's just so lightweight, so breathable and flowy versus All Day, or even All Day Lightweight, and the raw hems at the bottom do have a stitching across, so that way, you know, you don't get loose strands everywhere. Out of all the lounge that we've seen before, this is one of my favorite lounge collections that has launched to date. So anywho, pieces that are launching in Raw Lounge. We have the Raw Lounge crop sweatshirt, the oversized zip hoodie, sleeveless crop hoodie, which is very, very grungy, old school vibe. And then for the bottoms, we have the oversized shorts, which is what I'm wearing right now, as well as the oversized joggers. For new tops that are coming out, we have the graphic washed t-shirt, the go-to muscle crop tank, as well as the regular muscle tank. These pieces have launched before, but there are a couple of different changes to it. And to go off of that, the cotton icon mid t-shirt is coming out, so it's just a little bit longer length than the baby tees that we have right now. Last but not least, one of my favorite pieces that are launching in this entire freaking collection that I think everybody needs is the go-to seamless fitted top. I love this top, you guys. Like, I used to love the Effortless crop tops, which I don't have. I did get a couple DMs to compare this to the previous Effortless crop tops, but I gave all those away literally like 2 months ago because I knew that they were being discontinued. So I figured, why should I keep these? I should have kept them. Stupid. Yeah, no, these are definitely replacing those, and it's in that go-to seamless fabric, which if you guys have been following me on Instagram, I've been raving about the go-to seamless tops for the past couple months, ever since they came out, because it's the only top that I wear to the gym now. I don't really wear Mellow Soft to the gym at all anymore. They are just so breathable, so lightweight, while also being sweat wicking. They're built for the gym, and I love that we have new silhouettes. So let me get off my soapbox. They're coming out in the short sleeve crop version, as well as the long sleeve crop version, which I did not pick up because it's just a little bit too hot in Texas, and I'm not gonna be wearing a long sleeve top anyway, despite how thin it is. We can just use our imaginations to imagine this as like a longer sleeve. And last but not least, for accessories, we have the Slogan Crew socks. It is in a, wow, 5-pack. Nice. As well as the vintage wash baseball cap in coal. Whew, that is gonna be it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and put my sizing somewhere up here on the screen. Also gonna be down in the description, as well as my Oner Active sizing. So with all that being said, let's actually get into the try on haul. We're not gonna question why my mic is on a little like nail filer, but it is what it is, okay? We are starting off with the everyday crossover bralette. I'm wearing a size small, which is my preferred size. I don't know if you guys can see this really well because I can barely see, but the cup pads on this bra are ever so slightly, I'm talking like barely noticeable, although they are if you just look very, very closely at my tits, like I said in my notes. But otherwise though, this bra is a solid medium compression, medium support on me. Would I wear it on a run? Probably not, just because the straps are so thin that as my boobs are kind of like bouncing, I feel like it might start to dig in, although it's not digging in right now. Overall though, I love the sports bra. Next up, the everyday sports bra, another solid choice. Not one of my top picks, just because, I don't know, I want a sports bra with a little bit more interest, but this is a solid, reliable sports bra if you're wanting something with no fluff at all. It does feature a scoop neckline, very much having like ample side boob coverage, medium compression, medium support. There's ever so slightly a bit of gaping in the bra, but it's nothing where I would size down by any means. The straps are adjustable, and this is like one of my top picks for bras during my runs, just because it's super comfortable, keeps everything held in, and there's just no fuss at all. We have the everyday Bandeau bralette. I'm currently wearing a size extra small. I talked about this bra in one of my previous Oner Active videos. I'll just link it somewhere up here for you guys to see, but I did size down because this bra runs big. They have made a couple changes since then to make it fit a little bit more true to size, but even in an extra small, I measured the body of it with the everyday crossover bralette size small, and they were actually pretty similar in the overall like width of it. So if you, for example, have like a size small in the everyday crossover bralette, just size down to an extra small in the Bandeau, because the support there is so lacking, guys. Like, I cannot wear this bra without the straps, although I do like the versatility of being able to, you know, customize it and whatnot. It's still like running big though. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, I'm glad that we have this bra in different colors and that it's coming back because I just love me a Bandeau bralette, and again, it's the versatility for me. Alrighty then, let's get into some Effortless, guys. Starting off with the Effortless leggings in charged orange. Y'all, this legging ran so freaking snug. It was so tight, and it fits exactly like my wisteria leggings actually, where I was barely even able to get that scrunch like up my cheeks, if you know what I mean. There was a little bit of space between the scrunch and like my actual skin just because the material was so freaking tight. So yeah, if you're in between sizes, just go on and size up to alleviate any issues that you could have with it fitting like way too snug. But I don't know, man, it's that stiffer, thinner material. Doing squat tests for you guys in a nude thong, and surprisingly, even though this color is super bright, it was still 100% squat proof. And I'm adding a new squat test now because a lot of you guys wanted me to, you know, do squat tests in a black thong. I went ahead and put the sticker, or I guess like the Macy's gift card, in the front right there because that was a personal request. But as we can see, even standing in a black thong, it's like 50% opaque. And then whenever you're squatting, I can see this for sure now, but it's like the black thong is way more opaque than the white Macy's card. So yeah, here are also measurements for the Effortless. It's gonna have a 3.5-inch waistband as well as a 4.5-inch rise. Overall though, it still like fits snug and the material is thinner, so size up if in between. Next up, contrary to the leggings, the Effortless shorts in charged orange, size extra small, fits it's a world of a difference, guys. It is so stretchy, so plush, soft, not like OG. I don't want to confuse anybody, but it's noticeably more soft. It's noticeably more plush, stretchy, more forgiving. And I feel like you can play around with the material a lot more, as you guys saw right there. It wasn't bouncing back like a thwack, but it was just kind of like a poof. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like if you're an Effortless hoe, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But again, 100% squat proof with a nude thong. And I just wanted to, again, put that Macy's gift card in the front for any of you guys with like tattoos who wanted to see what it looked like from the front. But I'm comparing what it looks like to the leggings because this material is so much more stretchy. I feel like it's a little bit more opaque than the stiffer version of this because, you know, you can see that black underwear in that picture versus the shorts. So keep that in mind. And then here are the measurements for you guys to see. Last but not least, we have the Effortless shorts in aqua blue, also size extra small. And guys, this pair was so freaking tight. I don't think I've ever had to say one time that Effortless dug into my thighs or pinched a little bit, but I feel like you can tell that there's a little bit of pinching right there in my thighs. It wasn't giving sausage thighs, but at the same time, it was noticeably tighter and way less forgiving than the charged orange shorts were. I was still able to get the scrunch in my glutes and everything, and after wearing it for a while, it did get a little bit more comfortable, but at the same time, still fitting a little bit on the tight side. For the squat proofness, in a nude thong, it was about 90% squat proof, and in a black thong, 70%, which is crazy considering that this is such a bright colorway. I was pleasantly surprised because as you can see right there, I was having to like dig to find where the black line was for those panties or whatever. And again, like I can definitely see where a black underwear would come into play or how useful that would be for squat tests, because here you can see that Macy's gift card pretty clearly, guys, but in a black underwear wasn't even crazy noticeable. Last but not least, here are comparisons of like the waistbands as well as just, the plushiness of them and everything. But after wearing it, they definitely did stretch out. So keep that in mind. Last bottoms that I have are the unified wrap shorts. This literally just launched like a couple weeks ago in the like pastel colorways and whatnot, but now they're coming out in the brighter colors. So I'm wearing a size extra small here, which isn't my normal size. I typically wear a size small for unified bottoms just because I feel like they run a little bit small, but the unified wrap shorts, they fit me kind of weird in the waistband. So I just wanted to test it out. But anywho, it obviously features that wrap design, hits a little bit less high-waisted than the unified high-waisted shorts are. And I do like how this sits on my waist just because it hits me at the natural point of my waist to where I don't have to fold it over or anything. There is a shorter back rise seam as well, so you get a more natural wedgie fit, as well as the dual glute seam in the back right there. I was showing you guys earlier the pinching in my thighs of, what an extra small looked like, and I'll talk about that here in a sec whenever I do comparisons. But black underwear, you can barely see that, guys, which is so crazy. But I feel like for thicker fabrics and whatnot, Oner usually does a really good job of keeping things opaque. I can't say the same for sherbet yellow, but that's a different story. Anywho, now comparing the extra small versus the small for you guys, as you can see there, like the waistband fits me a little bit looser to where there's some extra fabric at the top right there, whereas in a size extra small, there was just less of that gathering. However, they both still rode up regardless, and I feel like in the extra small, it's a lot more prominent just because it's a smaller size overall. It was digging into my thighs a crap ton, and I had hella sausage size in this. Like, I cannot wear a size extra small, but I also can barely wear a size small because as we can see there's a little bit of extra room in the crack. So I don't know. I feel like the sizing for this is a little bit weird, but wanted to compare the two sizes for you guys. There's a pretty big difference in all of the measurements. So either way, just size up if you're in between sizes. Finally, friends, we made it past the trenches of the montage B-roll section. Now we're on to the newer pieces. So starting off, I have the Go-To Seamless fitted crop top in charged orange, size extra small. I will put comparisons up here for you guys to see what this looks like to the Go-To Seamless fitted top, as well as any other comparisons that I have, because I think I compared this to the baby tees, Mellow Soft, just so you have an idea of what the length is looking like. I'm not gonna be wearing this outside of the gym. It's just a little bit too short. Like, my belly is way down here, and this is hitting right at the bottom of my sports bra. So this is solely gonna be a gym top for me. I really wish that they released the fitted full-length version of this top in these colors. I've just been gravitating more towards full-length tops nowadays, although I do love this. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'll fold up my tanks to fit like this, like right under my sports bra and whatnot. So I'm glad that we have this option. I just wish that we had, you know, the fitted version in a longer format. So anywho, that aside, all the details in terms of the fabrics, the contour lines, sleeves, it fits and feels the exact same to the Go-To Seamless that we've seen previously. The only difference is that at the bottom hem right here for the cropped version, it's tapered in by about a 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 of an inch on either side. I can raise my arms and everything, and it's just gonna hit at the very bottom of my sports bra. It's not gonna ride up any more than that, which I also love. It just kind of keeps everything in place, so that way, again, nothing is ridden up whenever you raise your arms or anything. Those are pretty much the only differences. Otherwise, it fits and feels the exact same. This material is super, super lightweight, very powdery feeling, and very stretchy as well. It is not sweat proof, but it is sweat wicking. Turning to the back, this is what it's looking like. So no keyhole or anything like the previous Effortless seamless tops had. At the inside portion of this hem, it says honor your body, but that's about it, guys. I wish I had the Effortless seamless crop tops to compare for you guys, but I gave them to my friends. But I will say, like, right off the bat, just from what I remember, I feel like the Effortless seamless tops, the bottom hem was a little bit thicker, and it was like a little bit longer as well. It obviously had the keyhole in the back, whereas this one doesn't, but again, I like this one a lot more because it's just a lot cleaner looking. Anywho, sizing details, I'm wearing a size extra small, fits very true to size. If you've previously grabbed one of the Go-To Seamless tops, stick to that same size. I think you will love it. I will say that, like, this seam right here is right at my armpit. Not that it's digging in or anything at all. There's a lot of stretch here. Like, I don't think it'll be irritating or anything. It's not like the baby tees where you can definitely feel that something is in your armpit, but just to be on the safe side, if you feel as if you'll have a hypersensitivity to that area, because again, it's literally right at my armpit, then maybe size up if you're in between sizes. Next up is the Cotton Icon Mid t-shirt, off-white, size extra small. I also have Cole in a size extra small as well. And right off the bat, I'll just post comparisons up here for you guys to see what this looks like next to Mellow Soft, the full-length version, because it's actually very similar in dimensions and whatnot, but obviously different fabric, different material, different fit, feel, everything, right? This is pretty much at my hip bone whenever it's all the way down, but where it's gonna wanna sit more naturally is gonna be right above my hip bone, so about an inch or so from where it sat before. I do like the full-length version over the cropped version though, because again, I've just been gravitating more towards full-length tops. But as for the actual t-shirt itself, one thing that this has in common with Mellow Soft is that you're gonna see sweat, okay? I very much gravitate towards something a little bit more cooling, such as Mellow Soft, or something that's not gonna trap heat, whereas I feel like with this, because it's 96% cotton and it's tight fitting as well, definitely gonna trap heat, and it's just not my go-to. I don't think I've worn these tops ever since I received them. I just gravitate more towards like the Go-To Seamless because it wicks sweat. Anywho, in terms of like the armhole, like I mentioned earlier with the Go-To Seamless, you can definitely feel that there's fabric in your armpit with this. So if you're in between sizes, just like I've said for this top before in the focus capsule, I believe, size up if in between. I think I'm gonna try to get a size small next time just to compare what they feel like and everything. Stretch is, there's some stretch right here. Also, I'm wearing the Minky Unified Wrap Sports Bra underneath, so you can barely make it out. I just tried finding a bra that was like the closest color to my skin tone. This isn't close like at all, but it's just still a neutral color, right? Versus if I were to wear off-white under this, yeah, like I literally don't even have to put it on for you to see that. You can see everything. So if you're looking to snag this color, if you have a bra that's literally the same color or within the shade range of your skin tone, then, you know, get this color. Otherwise, your entire bra is gonna show through. Oh my God, this is gonna be such a struggle to get past my freaking head, bro. It's gonna mess up all my makeup. Yeah. Maybe. Oh no. No, it's gonna fuck up my hair.
I'm sorry.
Man! Moving on to something much more comfortable, we have the Go-To Muscle Crop Tanks. Yet another super underrated piece at Oner Active. I don't know why it doesn't get more love. I'm wearing the color Off-White once again, size extra small. I do have Cole here as well. I'll post comparisons up here for you guys to see how this feels and fits and whatnot versus the old fit and style of the Go-To Muscle Crop Tanks. The armhole is taken in by a bunch and it drops lower as well. I think there's actually a little bit of a length increase for the overall top too. I personally don't really notice like too crazy of a difference in the silhouette, at least, other than the super dropped armholes. I do like that though, because you're able to see your sports bra underneath. And I actually wore this exact same outfit to the gym, but I wore charged orange instead of aqua blue. Definitely gonna be, you know, wearing aqua blue next because this is super cute. And then dude, if you put the freaking off-white lounge shorts over, actually, let me just do it right now. That's cute. I would definitely wear this to the gym, just like this. Anywho, all this has, where is it actually? Oh wow, it's right there. You could barely even see that freaking logo, but it's right there, kind of like woven into the marling, which you can also see right there actually, but no graphic or anything in the back. But this is a super billowy, flowy material, incredibly lightweight, and I wear these tops all the time whenever I go on my runs. Sizing for this, I would say that it's pretty true to size. Like this is what a size extra small looks like on me. It hits like a centimeter over my shorts, so there's no skin exposed or anything like that in terms of my midsection. You could size down if you really wanted to, if you don't like how this fits, or size up, just depending on how you want it to fit. But overall, it is pretty true to size for a very like flowy type of look. And then here is Miss Cole, just so you can see what she looks like. And then there is the Oner logo once again. I also forgot to mention that a key difference with this, I actually thought that this felt a little bit heavier than the previous muscle crop tanks that launched, and it's literally because there's additional length to this, as well as no more raw hems. In the previous version of this was raw and there was just a stitch right here, whereas now they folded the fabric underneath and then stitched it on the inside for every single portion of this. If anybody noticed any like quality difference in having a raw hem versus this now being folded over, let me know. But yeah, that was an update that they wanted to add to there as well. I'm back. As it turns out, I wasn't done talking about previously released pieces, but we have the Go-To Seamless loose fitted top, different fabric than the other Go-To Seamless fitted tops. I talked about this in my other review. This is gonna be 100% nylon. It is insanely billowy. I love this top so much. Super cooling, very much sweat wicking. This is a size small. I could size up to like a medium or large if I really wanted to, but I do like how a size small fits. It's very much giving like Nike dry fit, so comfortable and just like a cute little sporty look. Last but not least, we do have the graphic oversized t-shirts. We just saw this in the Unified Wrap collection where we had like the raising the bar graphic tees. So this feels exactly like that. Very much a durable, heavyweight cotton blend. I'm like pretty indifferent about the graphic in the back. I do like how it looks washed and worn in just for the vibe, for the plot. Also, next time I'll get a size small or extra small in these tops to show y'all what it looks like, because I just like me an oversized tee. So this is like stupidly big on me, but they already fit oversized. So just stick with your normal size in tops for an oversized fit. It just depends on your preference. Next up, a piece that is 100% new to Oner Active, not only because of the actual fabric, but the silhouette itself, is the Raw Lounge Sleeveless Crop Hoodie. I have her in Cole size small. Now this is giving old school boxing ring, super grungy looking. Coal is like the grungiest looking color out of all the lounge that is launching at least. This definitely has the most like marling to it. I'll post pictures up here for you guys to see, but it definitely looks like it's very worn in, lived in. I think a lot of these pieces have that lived in type of feel, I guess. Like every single Raw Lounge piece that you're about to see, we have these cream colored looking drawstrings that looks like a rope, but if the drawstrings had like metal caps to them, then it would just be like any other drawstring, I feel. But yeah, just a rather worn in looking drawstring that's just knotted at the end right there. And then in very big blocky letters, you have Oner right there. Even though it's super blocky and big, it's not loud. You can barely even see it. And then every single piece is gonna have this raw hem right here along the bottom, as well as these sleeves. And as we can see, there is definitely like a stitching down here. So it's not completely raw, as in you just like cut your t-shirt and then you're just left to deal with the aftermath of what happens in the dryer or if it snags or whatever. So even whenever it folds in on itself, just like any raw hem pieces do, it's not gonna be to a point where you feel like it's crazy unstructured because the structure is in the seam, if that makes any sense. This fabric does have a terry inner lining, and you can actually see the color of like my mic light right there in that blue. It's thin, lightweight. You can tell that it's just ever so slightly brushed, just ever so slightly. It's soft. It's not like all day lounge at all, and it's just super billowy as well. I just really, really like the fabric for these pieces and just how bouncy they are, I guess. Is this a piece that I would pick up if I purchased it with my own money? No, because I don't like sleeveless hoods at all. But in the montage version, I did roll this up into my sports bra, and I was like, wait, pause. That's actually kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. But in this version, it's just giving box. Like, it's giving square. I kind of wish that they just did with this what they did for the go-to muscle crop tanks, because now I see what they were saying, right? Like, this just looks very, very boxy and I guess masculine. If that's what they're trying to go for, then like, you know, all the power to them. But I feel like if this was taken in by even like an inch or inch and a half, and then there was a much more dramatic armhole right here, I would like that a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie. Anywho, I digress. This does have a hood. It's a good sized hood. It's nothing too crazy. And then this is what the back looks like. No details at all. I probably would have sized down to a size extra small. I think that's what I selected actually, but they might have just gave me the wrong size. I think I would have liked an extra small a little bit more because it's just so boxy. Like, my shoulders kind of end right here, but it still kind of comes out. It's giving football player, you know what I'm saying? With a shoulder, it's giving shoulder pads, okay? Yeah, I probably would have sized down. So stick true to size or size up or down depending on your preference. Dude, that is so crazy. I'm literally looking at DHL right now. Like, they're about to deliver the accessories that I need. I can actually finish this review for you guys. Let me show you. There's DHL. Next up, I have the Raw Lounge cropped sweatshirt in off-white size extra small. And see, this is a cropped sweatshirt that I would actually wear. Again, made in the Raw Lounge fabric. So as we can see here, there is like a little bit of structure to it, but you can tell that with the way that this is falling on my body, it's just a very relaxed type of look. I love the armholes right here. It's kind of giving like bat wing. Has the Oner Active written out logo once again in the center, and you can see this a little bit more prominently than Cole as an example, but still for the most part rather inconspicuous. There's also a thicker collar right here. There is like a good amount of stretch to it though, so I don't feel like it's gonna be suffocating at all. Cuffed sleeves as well. And then once again, we have that raw hem at the very bottom right there that's already kind of like curled up. I haven't washed this or anything yet, but you'll see in the shorts and, you know, joggers later on that it definitely gets even more curled up, if that makes sense, after you wash it. And then this is what the back looks like. Plain. Nothing is going on at all. Whenever you raise your arms, you can definitely see your sports bra for sure. I mean, it's not fitted at all, but it falls down just like normal. Whereas the Foundation's cropped sweatshirt, because there was like a super thick band at the bottom, whenever you raised your arms up, it just kind of stayed up here like so. This, however, does not. Just kind of falls in place. So love this a lot. I feel like it'll be the perfect layering piece for those like cooler nights as we transition from spring into summer. Maybe not from where I'm at, but maybe for you, if you're in like colder areas and whatnot, this would be the perfect little transition piece, especially with the little like lounge shorts as well. Next up, we have the zip through hoodie in light gray marl size small. Now, I am obsessed with this outfit. I'm obsessed with how this jacket feels and fits on me. If there's one thing about me, I love me a slouchy jacket. Like, please just hang off my shoulder. I don't want anything stiff or bulky at all, which is why I size up typically 2 to 3 sizes for my jackets. And typically Oner Active's oversized zip through jackets fit on the bigger side. Whereas for this, I feel like it's small. That might be on purpose, that it's just like a shorter jacket overall. But as we can see, this hits me above my hip bones in a size small, whereas previous Oner Active oversized zip through jackets hit me like way down in mid thigh. So definitely keep that in mind. Had I known that, I probably would have sized up to like a large. Whereas before, for example, the classic zip through hoodies, there's no way you would catch me wearing a size large in that jacket because it would just, yeah, I would just be swimming in it. But I will say I do love like how it sits overall. I'm still trying to figure out like, do I like this length just for this look, this vibe, you know what I'm saying? This is what the hood situation is looking like. Oh yeah, that's a good sized hood, guys. It's giving Little Red Riding Hood, you know what I mean? I love how big and fanned out it is. I don't like me a condom hood, but we already, you know, all know that. Now that I have my hands in the pockets, I definitely would have preferred a size medium or large because I want them to be like way down here. So this is a little bit short for my liking. The zipper situation, it is made of metal and it's just your classic zipper with, I think, oh, what? That says YKK. What is YKK? Why doesn't that say Oner? These are some long sleeves, geez. But maybe that's the purpose for them to look all bunched up and whatnot for that like relaxed look. Other than that zipper situation, that was kind of weird. What a jump scare. I do like the jacket. If I had to go back in time, I would probably get this in a size large, but just like all the other lounge tops that I've showed you so far, sizing is really dependent on your preference of how you like for your lounge to fit. Last but not least, for Raw Lounge bottoms, I have the Raw Lounge oversized shorts in off-white size extra small. I also have light gray Marl and extra small I'll show you as well. This is just a look, you guys. I'm obsessed with how all of this is coming together, especially with like the go-to muscle crotch tank that I showed you guys earlier. Like whenever you stretch it out all the way, it's very much below my belly button. Like this is very much a relaxed type of short. And I actually already washed this. So what I was saying earlier about the raw hem kind of folding is this, where yeah, it's not gonna ever sit like this ever again. It's just gonna continue sitting like this where it's slightly rolled. Something that I did notice about this is that this side is kind of weird because of how it's cut right here. Whereas this side, yeah, you can tell that this is straight across, whereas this definitely dips down a little bit. So actually, let me just take this off real quick. So whenever it's folded, yeah, you can tell that this side is longer than this. So that's like a drawback to the like raw hem situation, is that it really does look distressed, and it's up to you whether you like that or not. I think it's a little bit awkward for this pair because it's a little bit of a drastic difference, but overall, yeah, very easy to like slip on, slip off. Does not have a third hidden pocket at all. It's just these two pockets right here. Let's see if it can fit my iPhone 11 Pro Max. It actually can, but again, because there aren't any zippers or anything, it's kind of like prone to falling out of your pocket, right? The logo is gonna be on the left-hand side. Once again, very similar to the sweater and whatnot. It's just a heat-pressed tonal logo. This is what the back looks like. You just have a couple of contour details going down the leg right here in the back. Nothing in the front really at all. I will put the comparisons up here for you guys to see in terms of shrinkage, but for the shorts, the length did shrink by a little bit, but all other measurements were the exact same actually. I washed on normal, dried on a normal setting, so nothing crazy at all. While it did shrink by a half of an inch, I'm actually really happy with the results of the dryer test otherwise, because I feel like other lounge from Oner Active has been very extreme in how much it shrinks, but this was barely even noticeable. Moving forward, I probably will still dry it because I always dry my loungewear. I actually ran a poll the other day asking who dries their activewear and their loungewear, and a lot of you guys hang dry your activewear, which you should. Do not put your activewear in the dryer, but for loungewear, it was a solid 50-50 that air dried versus put in the dryer. So I still think it goes to show that like these things should just be pre-shrunk to begin with, because half of us dry our loungewear. Oner Active's fabrics are just a little bit more delicate, I guess, but there's shrinkage all the time. If you just want to go ahead and follow the wash instructions, because I will say they do say that on their pieces and whatnot to hang to dry, like don't wash it on really high heat, like past 30 degrees Celsius or something along those lines. I don't follow them. I just wash on a normal setting, dry on a normal setting, and this is the shrinkage that happens. So yeah, y'all let me know down below what you guys do. Do y'all like dry your loungewear as well and your activewear? Anywho, let me just go ahead and do a little bend over test for this really quick to show you like if my glutes show. And again, I'm wearing Effortless shorts underneath. There's a couple of inches below my glutes. It's a little bit dangerous. I'm not gonna lie, because this is like very easy breezy. So you're gonna see things. And then squat test for this colorway, because I had a request to see, you know, whether this was see-through, but I don't think it is, guys. Like, I think you should be good to go in your normal underwear and whatnot. All right, guys, last but not least in the clothing space are the Raw Lounge Oversized Joggers or straight leg trousers, size extra small regular in light gray marl. Right off the bat, I'm gonna show you guys comparisons for pre-washing it, what it looks like straight out of the wash, as well as, you know, straight after the dryer. Again, there's only a 1/2 inch of shrinkage in the overall like inseam length of this. Everything else in terms of like the waistband, the measurements from the crotch all the way to the side of the pant, as well as the mid portion of the pant, exact same. So there was only shrinkage in the length, which is like so crazy. I'm still dragging, but whenever I wear platform shoes, I'll definitely be good to go here. But this is essentially just gonna be the shorts, but in wide leg trouser form. Very baggy, as you guys can see, very relaxed fitting. If I don't mess with the drawstrings at all, it actually sits low-waisted, and I love that. I love a relaxed, lived-in type of fit. So this is just so cute, so cozy to me. I will say that I think this runs a little bit big though, just because again, it's that oversized look. So if you don't like how this looks, actually, let me just like make this high-waisted maybe, and then tie these drawstrings together. This is what it's looking like. I still have room in the crotch region, so even though I pull this up, there's no abrasiveness down here at all, but you can also actually wear this rolled down if you really wanted to as well. Lengthwise, it does run long. If you're looking at the size chart and you're kind of in between a size, then maybe go with the shorter size, because again, it'll just shrink by like 1/2 inch if you do decide to put it in the dryer. I am happy with how these turned out overall in my regular length, so I'm just gonna be sticking with my true regular length in these bottoms, but it does run a little bit long. Just keep that in mind. Sizing is true to size for, again, a relaxed fit. Otherwise, size up or down depending on how you like for your lounge to fit. All right, guys, let's actually unbox this together, because I got the rest of my stuff, AKA the accessories for this collection. Oh, wait, this is not what I thought it was. Oh, sorry, guys. I can't show you any of this stuff, so my package is not here yet, actually. This is something entirely different. Okay, never mind. All right, friends, since I do not have the accessories to show you guys, I'm just gonna close out this video and talk about my top picks for this entire collection that's coming out. I would say that my top 3 pieces are definitely gonna be Effortless in any of the new colors, whether it be Charged Orange or Aqua Blue. I think they are absolutely gorgeous. The go-to seamless fitted crop tops, love. Just love them. Raw Lounge straight leg trouser and or the zip through hoodie. All that to say, I really hope that you enjoy this video. I'm gonna go make some magic happen and see if I can get this up by tomorrow afternoon, because I want you guys to have this video up as soon as possible. And again, I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to get this up earlier for you, because I just got my package and I was trying to like test everything and, you know, wash it and dry it prior to showing you guys what it all looked like. Launch is on Wednesday. By the time this video goes up, it should be tomorrow. My support link is right down here, as well as in the description, my YouTube bio, as well as my Instagram bio and Instagram stories as I do a Q&A for this. Definitely follow me over on Instagram at TracyBFit for me to do Q&As to answer any of your questions. I'm the most active on Instagram on a day-to-day basis, so don't miss out, because I know some of you guys on YouTube, not only are you not subscribed, but you're also not following me on Instagram, and I'm like, guys, like, can't we all be friends over here? Subscribe for more videos coming your way so soon, and I will talk to you guys later. So, bye! Happy shopping!